protect the boundary. Well, actually, it's pretty off stump, isn't it? I think you can probably preset that shot. They got the field about right.
Nice.
We'll call that an uneducated hoik.
Fortunate batsman indeed. 20 for Reeza Hendricks from 9 balls, 15 for Russo from 5. They got 4 for it. It isn't exactly where he was aiming it. The crowd are getting behind him. It isn't as big a crowd as we expected. It's a pretty cold night here in Johannesburg. A lot of people wrapped
चलिए,
up.
मैंने बोला था कि ओवर खत्म होते ही मैं सबका नाम पढ़ूंगा, तो आप लोग फटाफट कमेंट करके आपका नाम बता दीजिए मेरे भाई लोग। जो भाई कमेंट में आ चुके हो मेरे भाई, आप लोग कमेंट में आपका नाम बता दीजिए। सब्सक्राइब करने के बाद ही आप लोग चैट कर सकते हैं मेरे भाई लोग। तो जिनको नहीं पता, सब्सक्राइब वाला बटन लाल कलर का आपको दिख रहा होगा, तो सब्सक्राइब करके बेल आइकन कॉल पे दबा दीजिए, उसके बाद चैट कीजिए। और स्ट्रीम को अभी तक लाइक नहीं किए मेरे भाई लोग, लाइक कर दीजिए। चलिए मैं बता देता हूँ, अनिकेत भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, प्रतिम भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, अभय पांडे भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, अमन भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, अभिषेक भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, राधे भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, सिपक भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, अमित बोल रहा है मैं कोलकाता से हूँ। ओके मेरे भाई, कपिल भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया। चलिए, इधर पावर प्ले का समाप्ति हो चुका है। फिलहाल आप लोग मैच में फिर से वापसी आ जाते हैं, और जो भी भाई का नाम अभी तक नहीं ले पाए, आप लोग सब्सक्राइब करके रखिए, और आपका जो भी फेवरेट आईपीएल टीम है आप कमेंट में फटाफट बताइए। आप लोग को केकेआर पसंद है, या मुंबई पसंद है, या चेन्नई सुपर किंग पसंद है, और मैच का भी आनंद लीजिए।
Third over, he bowled out. Bowled a lot of Cottrell and chase. Joseph bowled just the 1 over. Left arm over the wicket. He got a little bit of shape away from Quinton de Kock. And there was a hint of it into Reeza Hendricks there, only a hint.
I think the Proteas would have taken 62 or 61. Take the wicket out. Assess the wicket, as we always say in the game of cricket, and I think they would have taken it, but now they've got to build on this start that they had, and explodes at the right time. And as we were talking off air, Mark, there's nowhere to hide in this chase. You got to keep going every single over.
I think it did right, only 1 off the first over, 7 from the first 2, and then getting to where they did has been a good effort. Cottrell's been very good with his length. He's full, tried to get the ball right into the toes, tried to get it to swing. One of the most wholehearted cricketers you've ever seen. No, that's a wide. I remember him responsible for one of the best catches I've ever seen at Trent Bridge in a World Cup match in 2019.
I think what has been good from Cottrell is that length has been extremely full. He hasn't really bowled a half volley. If he's gone full, he's gone the Yorker length. It's tied up the Proteas batters.
That's out. No, it isn't. Bum ball. Just testing. You out of your seats at home. Ooh. So, and it is the most perfect position. If you're working with any youngster, look at that wonderful width in the takeaway, the open blade that allows him to hit through the ball, and the way he stays down and through the stroke with that bent front leg. That really is bit of artistry, and that's 4 as well. That'll do nicely.
Cottrell straying in his line. And with the fine leg up in the ring, it's easy pickings for Riley Rousseau, especially the way he's playing tonight. A little bit of movement in the crease, trying to put the bowler off. And possibly worked in his favour. And guiding that beautifully past 45 for another boundary. I think what's been good about Riley Rousseau tonight, he hasn't looked like to overhit the ball tonight. He's just looked to time it. He knows the wicket's good. He can trust the bounce. And with the power that he does generate with playing his cricket shots, he can just back it, and so far so good.
It's almost as if this is the calm before the storm. Sense it even in the crowd. The crowd's nothing more than a murmur, not the usual animation that you get here at the Wanderers. That's a popular place to sit on that grass bank in front of the players' dressing rooms. People come with multicolored duvets by the look of it. And they're just waiting for the thing to really take off. Well, they'll like that.
And that is vintage Reeza Hendricks. Come to know the domestic circuit and international for him to play that.
चलिए देखते हैं किसका किसका नाम नहीं लिया अभी तक. कमेंट में बताइए कौन कौन भाई का नाम नहीं लिए. सब्सक्राइब करने के बाद कमेंट कीजिए, ठीक है मेरे भाई लोग. सब्सक्राइब होने के बाद कमेंट कीजिए, आपका सारे भाई लोग का नाम पढ़ेंगे. चलिए कर दिया, एमडी भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, शिफुल भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, शुभम भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, शिव दत्त भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, यूनिस भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, ध्रुव भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, हर्ष भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, देवेंद्र भाई ने
Johnson Charles is keeping.
Against South Africa, specifically at the Wanderers, and yeah, I'm alluding to the A.B. de Villiers record in all those games. But
I was going to say I have no recollection of that.
yeah, and it's like me or the 2019 World Cup, whatever. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Early teaser game.
But yeah, do you think a win like this, what would it do for the West Indies side if they had to win a series at the moment?
Yeah, I know that we're probably ahead in this discussion. Perhaps don't want to be premature about it. I'll come back to it.
For a minute, Odean Smith is out there as a substitute fielder with one hand on the off chance.
Odean Smith letting the fast bowlers down tonight. So that was well ridden by Reeza Hendricks. got slightly bigger than with the extra bounce from Jason Holder. Actually played it very well. But I think Odin Smith was a lot closer to this than he realized.
Yeah, the dive was on. What is he called there, the umpire? Nope. I think they wondered if he gloved it down the leg side. That's the thing, as far as I can make out. Well, that might be a wide, yeah. The ball, the 4 could have been 2. Very difficult start here for Jason Holder. 3 wides in his first over. Still another ball to bowl.
It might be Sean George's last game, but the crowd give him a little bit of a reminder that he needs to get the calls right tonight. But yeah, definitely a wide the ball before.
So Holder's gone wide, 1-4 dot wide. So ready in this over bowled 6. There's 3 more to bowl. Very nicely played. Awareness, game awareness, nice soft hands.
And these two batting out there with a 50 partnership coming off of 20 balls, a vital partnership for the Proteas. But these two have played together for a very long time. They used to play together in Bloemfontein for the Eagles, are now known as the Knights. And they've basically grown up together, opening the batting for that team. So they've got a very good understanding between each other.
Yes.
South Africa, it'll do a lot for their confidence to build going forward, but it will probably be ahead of a learning curve for them because they're still a team trying to develop their identity. But that's ahead of them. I'm not saying one way or the other that is going to happen or not happen.
Well, the rate is fine at the moment. You know, they're going at, well, in fact, they're marginally behind. I'm cognizant of the fact that West Indies scored 43 off the final 2 overs of the innings, 26 off the last, and that was off KG Rabada. Catch was dropped first ball, a difficult catch, admittedly, a skyer that truly was the skyer. Heinrich Klaassen shelled it, and then 26 were taken off Rabada by, well, thrilling stroke play from Romario Shepherd. So that you can see at the end of the line there, that red line, it just suddenly darts upwards, curve upwards. So there's a way to go here. I'm going to get Romario Shepherd, who's very experienced at the death. I talked to him before play about bowling here in SA20 for the Joburg Super Kings. And he said how much he'd enjoyed it, and particularly the people he'd played with and the coach, what he'd learned, you know, from guys like Stephen Fleming and Faf du Plessis. Be interested to see his approach now. Huge space on the leg side for 2s, if that's what they want. Picked out the fielder. Needs to be 15, 20 yards to the fielder's left there, and then there's a comfortable 2.
And just having a look at how to set up this chase, you know, Mark, you were saying that keeping up with the run rate is vital, but I think the way Rob Walter, I mean, I played under Rob Walter at the Titans when I first signed to move across back to Pretoria, and one of the things that we used quite often was to keep up with the Duckworth-Lewis rate. It's an easy way to keep on to see where you are in terms of a chase. And at the moment, it's sitting at 87. So they would be telling themselves, let's keep up with that duck with Lewis. A good gauge of where the team is at the moment.
Rob Walter on the right of picture, wiping a. Well, it won't be a tear from his eye yet.
I think Romario Shepherd might look to go wide of off stump to Hendricks as well. 3 deep fielders on that offside.
Clever ball.
जो भी भाई ने अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया मेरे भाई लोग, सब्सक्राइब करके बताइए आप लोग का फेवरेट आईपीएल टीम कौन सा है। मेरे भाई लोग जो भी भाई अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है, आप लोग बताइए आपका फेवरेट आईपीएल टीम कौन सा है।
Black beyond, halfway up the side screen in the distance. Dead straight, dead powerful, deadly.
This is a good start from Romario Shepherd. Let's go back to the ball before. Reeza Hendricks probably looking to go too square on that. Yes, it's a short boundary. There was a man at deep wicket. But with the length of that boundary, a miss hit will go for 6. And Reeza, being the elegant player that he is, the cricket shots that he played, he'll probably look to play a little bit straighter than that, and the result will be a lot better.
Long chat from Rodman Powell with Romario Shepherd. Involved. Just got the arm a bit lower and slung it into his toes. You know, you had your conversation about West Indies' confidence here. You'll be interested to hear West Indies have never lost a T20 series in South Africa. They drew the first one back in 2007 that we were talking about before, and they won in 2015, 2-1. Fascinating, huh? About, you know, playing in South Africa. And
I think Shepherd would feel a little bit aggrieved about that one. Shepherd going slightly wider. You win some, you lose some with the umpires, unfortunately, as a bowler. And Adrian Holstock was a bowler. Thought he'd be on our side.
Nicely done. There's a lot of pace of the ball to work with. Sprawling fielders, it's very difficult across such a skiddy, damp surface.
Yeah, cricket shot from Reeza Hendricks, waiting for the slower ball, using those wrists beautifully. Reeza Hendricks was a brilliant hockey player, so he'll know all about using the wrists. I think possibly timing the dive slightly wrong. I think when you play a lot in the high fault where there's a lot of dew, the timing of the dive and the timing of the slide is so vital. When there is dew on the outfield, you've got to get down a lot earlier, so you almost use your momentum to get into the ball. Because if you stay up too tall, you tend to miss it. But vital boundary again for the Proteas.
Well, he's had the courage to bowl with 6 on the offside and only 3 leg side. And done pretty well, actually. 94 for 1.
चलिए, मैंने बोला था कि ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद में सारे भाई लोग जो भी सब्सक्राइब किया है सबका नाम पढ़ने वाला हूं, तो फटाफट आप लोग अपना नाम फटाफट कमेंट करके बताइए। मैं सारे भाई लोग का नाम पढ़ूंगा। अमन भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, वसीम भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, दीपक भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, सलमान भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, चंदन भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, वासु भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, सूरज भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया। मैं सिर्फ नाम पढ़ रहा हूँ। विजय, अविनाश, आइकॉनिक, मुकेश, मंसूर, आमान, अब्दुल, नितिन, जल्दी जल्दी सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और आपका नाम चैट में लिखिए। हिमांशु, देवेंद्र, जिसका भी नाम मिस हो जा रहा है मेरे भाई, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, आपका नेक्स्ट ओवर पे हम लोग पढ़ेंगे। फैज भाई बोल रहे मैं हैदराबाद से हूँ, इसरात भाई, दीपेश भाई, अंशुमन भाई, फिर कौन कौन है? चंदन भाई, कुमार भाई। चलिए 10 ओवर स्टार्ट हो रहा है। आप लोग बताइए आईपीएल इस बार कौन जीत सकता है, कौन सा टीम इस बार आईपीएल जीत सकता है? चलिए फिलहाल 10 ओवर शुरू होता हुए हम लोग जो भी भाई का नाम अभी तक पढ़ नहीं पाए सबका नाम पढ़ेंगे, पर फिलहाल मैच शुरू हो चुका है तो आप लोग सब्सक्राइब करके रखिए। इसके बाद ओवर खत्म होते ही मैं आप लोग का नाम पढ़ूंगा।
In the way of marketing, in terms of, having people come here and associating with the sport.
Absolutely. I think today is about celebrating togetherness. That's something that's been missing from our vocabulary for the last 3 years. And to be able to create this spectacular event and this special experience for people to come together and enjoy the sport together, and of course, enjoy our delicious food together as well.
And how big is your market? And you say through is South Africa as a market?
So we operate out of 23 markets in Sub-Saharan Africa, and South Africa is the biggest out of those 23 markets. So it's a significant part of our business and a very important one as well.
Okay, and associate with and to get yourself. That is gone. It's over the bucket. Beautifully played by Riley Rousseau. Showed his power. Even though he started today kind of caressing the ball, and it seemed all timing since he's come to the crease. That is fantastic. Look at that fly through the night sky. Exactly what is needed. Yeah, watch out if you're in those flats behind there. There could be something flying into your living room. Fantastic batting. Right, Akona?
Cricket, yeah. So how did we arrive at cricket as a sport that we want to get behind? So the mini cricket for us was really the entry point. Is through the mini cricket program, we're able to get children off the streets, get them active, get them into, into these academies where they start to learn discipline, where they start to learn working as teams. So again,
चलिए तब तक मैं आप लोग का नाम पढ़ लेता हूँ कौन कौन भाई ने सब्सक्राइब किया है। मैं बताना चाहता हूँ नदीम भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, सौरभ भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया। जो भी भाई सब्सक्राइब कर रहा है आप लोग अपना नाम लिख दीजिए जल्दी जल्दी, क्योंकि अभी थोड़ा ब्रेक चल रहा है तो फटाफट अपना नाम लिख दीजिए। मल्लिक भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, विकी भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, रियान भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, पूजा ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, बापी भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, मृयांक भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया, मनीष भाई ने सब्सक्राइब कर दिया। बहुत सारे बंदे बोले जय श्री राम।
Officers retired, found an anomaly that had come up, and a society was made to get the permissions. Kargil was attached to it. It was not meant for them. Kargil was only a facility. Some